So I'd just like to start off first with the general situation that we have, the number of cases that we have for today. So for today, we have new confirmed case as 829, the majority of which, as in the past days, the majority of which 771 cases being from active case finding, being from the missions that we intentionally hold to root out those positive cases from various specific locations, such as factories and the like. So we have also new recoveries for today, 110. And the active cases still being treated in hospitals or in quarantine or in field hospitals as 7,090. Yes, 7090. But rest assured that all of these cases are being tended to. Most of these cases are from active case finding, meaning that they did not at all become exposed to other people, not to local transmission, but straight into the quarantine or the medical treatment system. So 7,090. So cumulative since last year, over 18,000, and recoveries cumulative 11,000. Hoping that soon these numbers will meet. No additional fatalities. So I'd just like to mention one important issue which is of particular interest to the English language audience in terms of tourism as well. So in this past week, you may have seen in the news about a particular case of foreign tourists being arrested on Got Phangan for partying into the night in clear violation of the emergency decree, which is designed to contain the new wave of COVID. And many claim that they had no knowledge of the emergency decree or no information, had not been aware of the information in English. So just to recap this first, I would not want to go into the details of any particular case or any particular individual or reaction, but just in general that it is the responsibility of all persons, no matter where you live, if you're a tourist, no matter what status you are in that country, to be aware of the various rules and regulations, the do's and don'ts. So not knowing the law is not an excuse, of course. Not knowing the information that is widely publicized is not an excuse. For example, if you do not speak the local language. If I do not speak the local language, for example, if I went abroad, I would be able to make use of the available English language information on social media, excuse me, in the press. I would be able to make use of talking and asking locals or even people of my nationality when I'm abroad, or my own embassy who speaks my language. So not knowing the language is not an excuse. And information indeed is widely available. For this particular case, many foreign nationals, many expats, even tourists, are aware of the messages, the messaging that we have been releasing on a daily basis. If you just read the English language newspaper, you'll be aware. So many foreign expats and tourists are aware of this. We have continuously informed the public, both in Thai, English, and other languages, that it is strongly advised to comply with COVID-19 control measures, which is applied throughout the country, and includes keeping physical distancing. So therefore, gathering in congested areas is obviously a violation of such measures. Time and time again, we've spoken perhaps, I guess, countless times already about avoiding congested areas and avoiding congregation. We thank the expat community in Thailand in particular for understanding and cooperation, and who have contributed significantly to our success in combating the first wave of COVID. Now we're in the new wave. We hope that all of us will keep up the good work and get through the crisis together. In this regard, to take the opportunity to inform that there may be those who think that they have lack of information or difficulties in finding information about COVID, particularly in English. But that being said, I would have to say that there are a lot. Just pick up the newspaper or Bangkok Post, or ask locals, ask your fellow foreign tourists, ask your embassy. It's as easy as that. It's quite obvious what the world and what Thailand is going through right now. So your understanding is very important. Not knowing the language, not being aware of rules and regulations is indeed not an excuse, even for people in other countries and even for myself. So just some slides on the English language information in particular that we have out there for you. Numerous. First, PR Thailand, PR Thai government, which is the public relations department, government Facebook, for Facebook of live daily English language briefings of the CCSA, as well as updates on infographics and statistics and latest measures. We also have on live television for you on Thai PBS and then channel 11 as well. Channel 11, you press 2 on the television screen, and of course archived clips as well. So that's the PR Thai Facebook you see. So next, website of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, mfa.go.th, for the English translation of the various notifications, announcements, orders, emergency decree in English. It's all there. Just press Media Center and then COVID, and be informed that for the English language transcript or translation, it might take a few time to be completed from the Thai version to be published. And we have a dedicated translation team at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs doing the utmost to get the English text out for you for each daily briefing, aside from the different regulations and orders released by the government and the CCSA. Third, website of the Department of Disease Control for daily statistics and the situation report. Yes, fourth, we have the website of the Tourism Authority of Thailand, tatnews.org. I mentioned this before. On COVID updates, particularly useful information for foreign travelers in going to the provinces as well. There's the measures about different provinces. And fifth, the website of the Board of Investment, boi.go.th, for information on COVID for investors. But aside from these portals, these sources of information, there are a lot more. We've mentioned before MOI COVID regarding provincial information. You have all the English language news websites. There's a local English language website in many cities in Thailand, in Phuket, in Chiang Mai, and the mainstream English language media as well. So that's out of the way. Just to thank you again for this understanding. And for those who feel or think that they do not have enough information, in fact, there is a plethora, tons of mountains of information available. Just that you have to be aware, just that you have to care, and just that you have to be vigilant and take part in trying to fend off COVID in Thai society, in Thailand, wherever you are. You're in Koh Phangan, you're in Bangkok, you're in Phuket, you're in Isan. Thank you for that. So another piece of information just to add on is that about the knowledge bank on COVID. There is a project by the Thailand International Cooperation Agency, or TICA, of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the agency which provides development assistance to other countries outside Thailand. So in partnership with several relevant agencies, they came out with this knowledge bank on COVID-19, and it's basically short video clips on various dimensions of COVID, about testing, about vaccines, about measures, about many dimensions of COVID, and all of this is in English. I've mentioned about this earlier this month, just to recap again, since today we're talking about the English language sources of COVID information, I think it's appropriate to reintroduce this again. So this knowledge bank is part of the 3-year development cooperation program on strengthening preparedness and response to the COVID-19 pandemic, to provide conveniently accessible platforms, informations, clips to the English language audience to gain knowledge and insights from Thailand's experts. So there are many Thailand's experts, medical experts, technicians, doctors, and scientists in the public health sector, the frontline medical personnel and policymakers, to talk about their firsthand experience in handling COVID in the country. And all of this is in English. It's for those who want fact-based information with some analysis and some perspective. This is the platform for you. An example of the video clip I think we'll have a bit of that on screen for you. Interesting points of COVID management in Thailand.
COVID frontline team. Today we're gonna share our experience about the COVID-19 care in Thailand in the cohort ward. We picked up the interesting point that we met at about the COVID-19 management in Thailand.
Yeah, so basically that was just a 10-second, 15-second excerpt from one of those sample clips. More interesting clips can be found on the website TICA, tica.thaiGov.mfa.go.th. And you can go to the Knowledge Bank icon and find new video clips to be uploaded online in the coming weeks, including clips from various languages of neighboring countries as well for migrant worker information. So basically, this is what I wanted to recap for you today. It's Sunday. I hope you all have a restful Sunday. This morning, we had a CCSA daily meeting here at the Government House, just opposite to where I'm standing right now. And the meeting just ended here at noon. So we're keeping a tab on the various developments, the various updates. And as you know, this past week, we had recategorized the various provinces. And then on Monday, the 1st of February, which is tomorrow, many provinces will have more flexible, more relaxed measures, including the opening up of schools tomorrow. So hoping that all of you will stay safe, and then we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you very much, and สวัสดีครับ